Hi everybody, this is your reading for Friday the 23rd of March. Thank you for joining me. I'm using the Wheel of the Year Tarot. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of today. We have the Six of Swords, the Moon, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so the Six of Swords is about travel, but feeling like you're forced to take action and you're forced to travel and almost go into exile because things are after you. There are negative circumstances pushing you out of your existing situation. We've also got the autumn season. The leaves have all blown off. It's an end of an era, and there's really nothing left for this man here. The Suit of Swords has to do with thinking. It has to do with communication, ideas, the way you communicate with yourself and the world. So this may be his own decision that there's nothing left for me here. You look at this land, it's barren, it's boring, there are no opportunities. But also these swords look threatening. The implication is that there are other people who are wielding these swords and who are kind of urging him to leave. So there may be lots of kind of activity going on today in terms of you feeling a certain way about the circumstances that you're in, and also the way you feel about the people you have in your life. Maybe seeing people as adversaries, seeing people in your life and thinking they don't have my best interest at heart. I want to get away from these people. This is not a situation which is going to benefit me in some way. It seems chaotic. Everyone is self-interested, and I really want to do something for myself. So this is kind of a situation where you're doing something kind for yourself if things are unpleasant or really there's nothing you can do about it, to just get out of this situation and to move on. But also what you need to check is that you haven't developed some sort of negative narrative around a situation which has no bearing to reality. So let's say if this deck was full of trees which were blossoming and there was great harvests there and apple trees and peaches and things like that, then that would mean that he had developed some sort of false idea of what the situation is really like. So he's leaving a situation which really still has some merit and which could benefit him. But it isn't, it's kind of blank. So it's unlikely that you're going to see the situation in a totally deluded way. You really have a clear understanding of what is going on. And if something does seem really negative and does seem to be almost belligerent or hostile towards you, then the best thing you can do is to move on to pastures new and to new opportunities and to pursue something that you care about. So on one hand, it clarifies and makes you focus on what your dreams really are. And on the other hand, you're getting a push to move to a situation in your life that is more positive for you. The next card is the Moon. And the Moon is beautifully depicted here because it's a young woman who's sitting in the Moon. The Moon represents astrology. Well, in astrology, it does represent astrology, but in the astrology itself, it represents the mother figure and what makes you feel comfortable. In the tarot, the Moon is often associated with fear and the unknown and kind of navigating in the dark a little bit. And in this case, what this beautiful young woman has done is she's taken fear and she's using it to present herself in a wonderful way. And she's taken her fear and she's transformed them into something beautiful. And she's actually using her own fears and uncertainties to present herself in a very glamorous and kind of gorgeous way. So the message is that if things aren't working for you and if you're scared of making changes, don't be, because you can end up looking much better and being in a much better position because you're facing your fears and you're facing the situation that's difficult and uncertain and you don't know what the outcome is going to be. By just doing that, you're going to have a much better outcome than staying put. Finally, we've got the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is a blessing from the universe. And you can see this little fire devil. The fire element is about life purpose and passion and celebration. And here we've got the maypole, which is all about dancing and having fun. And this is a blessing from the universe. It's a time of growth and expansion and taking your desires and again, making them a reality. And that's been a big theme over the last couple of days, and it still is a big theme today. So the big message today is, even if it feels scary, if a situation seems dead and over and done with, don't force it, don't stick with it, and don't kind of just keep on going because it's comfortable and it's structured and you've had it in your life for 20 years. Move on. You know, if a situation has served you and it's no longer got any kind of purpose associated with it, if there's no growth, then face the fear. You're going to be able to turn that fear into something beautiful and gorgeous, and you'll have growth and an actual life where you can celebrate and dance, and where you feel there are beautiful, wonderful moments. There is the potential for growth and joy and beauty, and you're living your life purpose and you're getting a sense of fulfillment out of it. Number-wise, we've got 6, and what's this? 18, isn't it? 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 and 6 is 24, and 1 is 25. 2 and 5 is 7, and 7 is mind and creativity. So you've got to get creative about your circumstances, and don't be stagnant, and don't let your circumstances just sit there. Do something with it. Use the power that's in the atmosphere at the moment and make something wonderful happen, even if it feels uncomfortable and if you're a little bit scared to make changes. Do it, because it's going to serve you much more, and you're going to end up in a much better situation than you would be than if you just let things run the way they have been for the last few months or the last couple of years or whatever. Just because something has been difficult and unpleasant for 3 years doesn't mean you have to invest another 3 years in it. You can end it, you can change it, you can move on and try something different. You know, that's the thing. Because I've invested so much in this relationship, I'm not going to leave it because I've spent 15 years here. Okay, but it's not working and you're not happy. So why would you spend and invest even more time? Why not move on to something else? So that's what this day is about. It's about not being afraid of the uncertain future, but taking a chance and believing that things can be wonderful and fun and exciting, and going in that direction and leaving behind the things which are no longer working for you and which have nothing to offer you. So I hope you have a great day. I hope there's lots of kind of positive transformation going on in your life. If you'd like a private reading with me, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to audio reading. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.